And after the crisis in the Shiv Sena and the fall of the MVA government, some introspection time for the NCP. The Nationalist Congress Party President Sharad Pawar, in fact, has dissolved all departments and cells of his political party with immediate effect, a senior NCP leader has confirmed.
So Sharad Pawar really taking no chances there, especially given the way the Shiv Sena, the rebellion, the split that's taken place. The NCP National General Secretary Praful Patel, in fact, tweeted with approval of the National President, Nationalist Congress Party, Sharad Pawar, all departments and cells stand dissolved with immediate effect. So they will now be looking, at everything very closely, at all the workers and party leaders and probably reforming that. But everyone clearly shaken, Parma, after what happened in the Shiv Sena, where Uddhav Thackeray did not know that such a huge rebellion was brewing by one of his closest aides, one of the people that he depended on, Eknath Shinde, who is of course now the Chief Minister of Maharashtra. So the impact being felt in the NCP as well.
As they say, Gargi, better late than never. So Sharad Pawar there making an effort for introspection.
And it was more of a shock for Sharad Pawar, since he's the one who had stitched this whole Mahavikas Aghadi government together. And even at the time when that rebellion was taking place, when Eknath Shinde had moved to Gujarat and then to Assam, Guwahati, at that time also we heard that Sharad Pawar came down quite heavily on his party leaders, those who were in the ministries, and saying, how are you not aware that this was going on, that so many MLAs had left overnight and gone first to Surat in Gujarat, and given that the Home Ministry at the time was under the NCP. So Sharad Pawar clearly taking no chances, given the mess that's taken place in the Shiv Sena and the split in the party. In fact, Uddhav Thackeray has been left with very few MLAs or MPs for that matter. That's been the latest, with 12 MPs they're switching sides to the Shinde camp, and Eknath Shinde also now writing to the Election Commission and staking claim to the party. So that's something that the Thackeray camp will have to counter. But let's go across to Saurabh now for more. And Saurabh, given the kind of developments that have taken place in Maharashtra and, the split in the Shiv Sena, now Sharad Pawar taking no chances.
That's right. In fact, the NCP is looking to reorganize, especially after the fall of the MVA government. So obviously this is something that the NCP now wants to do, given that this is a development that has taken place in the last 1 month. The rebellion, if you remember, in the Shiv Sena began on the 20th of June, and it's exactly a month since then. And now, of course, the NCP, having learned from the experience of what happens when there's a split, wants to make sure that its party is in order, because the BJP has been looking to poach from all parties, is what sources say. And that is something that the NCP at least wants to avoid, as far as the example of the Shiv Sena, which saw a massive rebellion and then of course leading to the whole the government falling. So the NCP is setting its house in order, looking for possible loopholes, reorganizing ahead of 2.5 years where it sees itself as the role of the principal opposition party in the state.